Welcome back everyone, Badlander's back from the operation, all cleared a road ride for another week and then hit the trails the week after that. So got a mate, Kirsty, is just on her L's. We're going up to Daintree Village just for a ride. We had about 4 other people want to come, but they bailed because of the earlier start. Got Kirsty's husband behind following the car, so he's checking up on how she rides, and it should be just a good day. We're just going up to near Ellis Beach at the moment. I've done a lot of footage from that point on, so I'll start filming again up towards Mossman Way. Just get a bit of this nice coastline in, and we'll go from there. Yeah. So we'll see how she goes. Anyhow, I hope you enjoy it. It's not going to be a long one this time. It's just going to be a quick I'm back in action one. And then I'll fulfill some of the things I said I was going to do in the future. Now I've got the all clear. Thank you. As you can see, quite nice today. Tire guys, I'll see if I stand up if the crocodiliacs are out. When we go to Mowbray. See the sea eagles up in the nest? I don't know if you can see them, there's some young ones up there. Mum up there and a couple of youngies. Oh, there's a little croc out over there, if you can see him, just a little one. Okay, oh, we're just up at Mossman at the moment. Got a soft spot for this old town. Used to manage the hardware store here for about 4 years. It has a lot of character around it. A lot of funny things happened here. Remember I was managing the hardware store, and went up to Blake, said, "Can I give you a hand, mate?" And he goes, "Well, actually, if you don't mind, I'll take yours." I didn't realise he was a one-handed guy. And yeah, so bit of a joke on that. Stayed friends for a long time, no longer with us anymore, but he's a funny old character. And coming up here, you'll see the traffic lights. Now, don't quote me, but I think they're the furthermost traffic lights in North Queensland. I could be wrong, but at the time, Mossman had no traffic lights whatsoever. Then, along come Woolies. Now, Woolies built a nice new shopping centre, and so part of that was to put traffic lights in, so make it ease, you know, for traffic and everything. Well, the locals were up in arms. It was the end of an era. The sky was going to fall. Everything like that. And I sort of agree with them in the sort of historic view, I guess, because it did have a lot of character. Now it's a bit modernised in this part of the town, but it also stopped a lot of accidents. So you got to weigh up the good with the bad. Yeah, so here's the Mighty Woolies, and to the best of my knowledge anyhow, these are the furthest most traffic lights in far north Queensland. Not a big claim to fame, and the locals don't want to claim it at all, but times are changing. I won't rave on Mossman too long, but as we get past the lights, we come into the real historic part of the town with the characters. Now the old hardware store I had, I think it was a 140-year-old building, and then there's the old pubs, and they've all kept their character. And yeah, I miss it in a way. Anyhow, so here's all the old pubs and that coming right up here. It's a big cane cutting town, so the primary industry is cane cutting, and now it's sort of developed a bit into the tourism side. Don't know how long the cane cutting will last, all the imports and everything, but ooh, a couple of Africa twins. And me KLR, mate. Saw in Port Douglas. Anyhow, that's the old hardware store, Mossman Hardware, part of Cairns Hardware Group, and here's the market. Oh, I wish I had some money for some cakes. I like the old country cakes. People know how to cook. Anyhow, we'll be through soon. Just coming up here on the right, Newell Beach Golf Club. Remember the Trade Builders golf days? Now, I can't play golf for crap, but I can drive a mean beer cart around, so yeah, good old days back then. Half the golfers wanted to do my job, don't know why. Anyhow, enough of that crap, we'll keep riding. See you guys. I think Kirsty's found a Top Gear. Don't think she knew where it was for a little while. Anyhow, she's going good. Richard's behind. Yeah, we just had an incident. Had to pull over. She had her hazard lights on. She didn't know. She thought she broke a bike. She didn't realise she had a hazard switch. So Richard and I'm laughing at her. But yeah. Anyhow, in the little town of Myello now. Not much here, just a servo and everything, and a school. Big cane cutting area. Like you can see the cane tracks and all that. It is crushing season, so we do have to watch over the roads when we go. Old trains over right away, and in some cases there's bridges that you have to share with the train. I think there's one coming up here, but I'm not 100% sure. It might be on the other way. So Daintree Village this way. The road, and looks like a bit of a squall coming in on the ocean, so yours truly might get a wet arse today. Oh well, that's life. I reckon Rich will be back in the car laughing at Kirsty getting wet, but I've got my wet weather gear with me, so I don't know if she has. And we don't get the real cold weather up here, so wet's not the end of the world. So we're on the coast, we're nearly at a place called Rocky Point, which is before Daintree Village, and there's another place called up here called Wonga Beach. Lovely little boat ramp down there. Can't believe it was so calm when we left Cairns, and then just picked up something bad. Anyhow, we'll be right. Part of the adventure, even if it is on road. More fun if it's off road in the dirt. Anyhow, that's next week. There's a couple of plane wrecks and that down there now. I'm not sure if they actually crashed or someone's put them down for the reef development, but a lot of guys go out there fishing, good fishing out there, so when it's calm, it's getting in on that boat ramp when the water's calm, so you wouldn't get a park at that boat ramp if it was a calm day. It'd just be cars everywhere. Lucky to live in this part of Australia. Here's the turn off into Wonga, that was the servo. we got Daintree Village, Cape Trip up here. Now if you were heading up this way and you want to get some food or something, I would definitely recommend Daintree Village over Cape Trip. Cape Trip, I understand why they charge the prices, but bloody hell, it's quite expensive. Took my wife up there one day and $39 got us 2 rolls and a drink. So from that point on, Coles roast chicken, Coles salad and drinks from there. I know it's not supporting local, but I got to support my wallet sometimes. You know, you can see the thick rainforest up there. It's hard work cutting a farm out of this stuff. Always trying to get it back, but yeah, it's good. But we're just sort of coming into the early start of the wet season, I guess. Another 5 or 6 weeks to go, and while other places are in fire danger and that, look how green it is on this coast. We have had the wettest dry season since I've been up here for 14 years, so yeah, unbelievable. But a fair bit of development up here. Oh, there's some classic workmanship. If you turn right up here, that's to Cape Tribulation and the ferry to get over there. We're going another 10 k's up to the village. So once you're actually up this way, if you want to head north, you've got 2 ways. You've got one through the crab track where you cross the river. On a bike, it's a good day, probably 450, 500 deep. Or you can go over the ferry, go up the coast through Cape Trip, Woodjall, come out of the lines then. Crab track's the same, but if you get rain and you're on that crab track, you're going to have a bit of trouble. So, I'd say especially this year, watched a few of the boys on YouTube, they've got up alright, and since then it has rained constantly, so that track would not be advisable. But I'm sure that someone does it. Half the time they will close it off, so I have no idea if it's open or closed at the moment. I'm just looking at the clouds on the hills you've got to go through to get to it. And no, I've never taken a bike over up on the crab track. I've been with a 4-wheel drive coming the other way and we've stopped on that, but not my 4-wheel drive either. I can think of better ways to drown bikes, as you know, like going through little creeks. Imagine me in a big river. Go back to a previous video if you want to see that one. I'm not going to elaborate on that. I'll set the link below if I can find it. There's all your booking places for the crook tours, the river cruises. Pretty good value they reckon, so being a little bit colder climate up here at the moment for normal is more likely when you're going to see the crocs out, because they come out to get the sun, but the sun's not working up here today, so we were lucky to see that one back at the Mowbray River. So Daintree River now. This is one river you definitely do not swim in at all. Okay, can't recommend that enough. There's a reason crop tours are so successful up here. I guess you'd figure the reason for that. The actual river itself is not that far down. The mouth of the creek is about 200 metres down there, and it goes into the Daintree then. So this road floods in the wet season quite regularly, so these people have got to be pretty well prepared to have a week or two's food when it comes. when it comes. Not all the time, but every 3 or 4 years there's enough rain to do it. Just entering Daintree Village. Nice little town, pretty cool. Here we are at the main section. Just making sure Kirsty backs the bike in. She's got a habit of driving it in. You done good. Feel comfortable?
Yeah.
We got a bit of weather coming in, so I'm going to try and film as much as I can on the way back. You can hopefully see the beaches in a different view, make up some better ones. But if not, thanks for watching. Like I said, it's a get back on the bike thing after all clear from the operation. So hopefully next week back on the dirt, weather permitting. Medically I'm right, and go look at some places and we'll go from there. But yeah, it's all good otherwise, and if I don't get to say it again, thanks for watching, thanks for all the support. Yeah, there's been a few archery ones to throw off the motorbike, but that's something I could do. So thanks again for everything. I appreciate all your support. Please like and subscribe if you can.